Today's July the 28th. It's Friday. Last weekend, Quincy and I got out here and we installed the new storage box that we bought from Amazon. It is an 18 by 18 by 60 box. Weighs about 120 pounds. So this is a good hefty solid box. That's what we wanted on the back of the bus because of the vibration and the torture that it's going to have to go through. So if you can see it over my right shoulder here, there's the finished product. And I say finished, there's still a few little items that we're going to take care of and make the front of the box look like it was riveted on, like the rest of the bus is riveted. So it'll look like it came with it. That's the intent that I wanted to have. I didn't want to look like we added a bunch of stuff to it. So last weekend we got out here and we made some cuts. Did a few trips to Harbor Freight, or like one trip. Bought some tools, some grinders and things. Thanks Harbor Freight for making our tool purchases affordable and good quality tools. And also we got out here, made a few cuts, did a lot of measuring, and I think Quincy will walk you through that as we go through the video that's coming up here in just a minute. So we were also out running around after we did the toolbox install. Of course that took us about 8 hours. It was about 104 degrees out here on the concrete. But once we cleaned up, finished up everything, it was getting pretty dark. The next morning we got up and went to visit my mother, and while we were out there, she lives on the same property as my sister and brother-in-law, and I noticed up near his shop there was a toolbox, and I'm like, wow, I really need another toolbox, and really didn't want to spend that kind of money because those are about $350. So I went and talked to him about it, and he was willing to part with it. And thanks, brother-in-law, man, that helped us out. And we're going to install this thing. We're going to try to do it this weekend. However, other scheduling stuff that's coming up may dictate otherwise. So it is a 48-inch box, 18 by 18, the exact same brand as the one that we just installed. So with a few little minor tweaks and repairs, we'll get that thing back on there. And another good point about it is the keys that were on the new box actually fit the old box. So now we've got a full set of keys all the way around the bus. We'll be able to lock it up. And so stay tuned. We'll show you how we mounted this one, and then we'll send another video in a week or so on the other one. Hopefully we can get this thing set up, get the body work done, get some of the holes filled in around the clearance lights, because we're going to go full LED on this thing. And we'll try to get this thing painted as soon as we can, get the windows back in, and get to my favorite part of working on the inside. That's where I like to get. So see you in a little bit, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Alright, this is Quincy. I'm just showing you this box that we bought from his brother-in-law and my uncle. We can just assume it was mounted to a truck. It has a steel frame on the bottom. However, that's going to have to be cut off in order to repair this dent on the bottom. They look like they high centered, and it busted the bottom of it a little bit. Gave it a pretty big old dent in it and put a hole in it, and try to get you a good view of the dent. I think that's got it. So we can seal up that hole pretty easy, and we'll take this steel frame off and smooth out the back of it there. It's on the back side and bottom, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. We just need to get it roughly square. You can see it's got the same latches and everything. Keys are exactly the same. Everything inside looks exactly the same. This one's just got some grease and oil in it. But yeah, that'll be nice to have two matching boxes that are just different sizes, and that's the only
Thanks again, Rob.
Alright, hi, this is Quincy. Ron's under there, just measuring out some more and getting everything square, ready to cut the body out there. We got the toolbox that we're going to install today. This is it. I believe it came from Amazon. The way we're going to mount it is we're going to take this angle iron and flat bar. It's a 1/2-inch flat bar that came from some piece of machinery. You don't know, that we got them for free, so that was nice.
I like free.
And you can see, just to give you an idea of the box, There's what it looks like. Seems fairly high quality. It did arrive bent on the hinge, but we were able to fix that. All right, now get under here and show you how we're gonna mount it.
What's up?
So we got these floor joists, and some of these, like these right here, are just bent metal and they're not particularly useful. You can't get up to the top of them very easily. You could get a wire and get a bolt to drop down through it, but that'd be a lot of hassle. We were probably just gonna tap them and run bolts up through from the inside of the box. These, however, with the support coming off the front of them, are angle iron, and we can add a bolt to the top of them, so we'll be using those to mount the supports that I showed you on the box, the angle iron and the flat bar. So those will be mounted, those bars will be mounted to these pieces of angle iron. There are 3 of them. One here, one in the middle, and then one right up there near the tires. And then the rest will be supported by bolts going up through the boards into these other floor joists that are just curved metal. These right here. Show you the way that we're measuring out the hole to cut for the box. You can kind of see the line there.
Don't use a level.
Don't use a level. Don't use a level. We did. I'm not saying we did, but yeah, just know that even if you're on completely level ground, your bus is not going to be level. We did here, as we figured from that piece of angle iron over there to the one over here just behind me. I'm not going to turn it around to show you that, but it's right there. We measured, yeah, from those, 72 inches. So that's the length of our top supports, the angle iron and the flat bar that I showed you. And our box is 60 inches wide. And so we figured out the center of the 72 inches, and this piece of angle iron is exactly in the center, so that's nice. And then we measured the center, like from the center of our box, which is 30 inches. However, there's a 1-inch lip on each side of it, so our door is 58 inches wide. Went down the amount that we need to account for our flat bar and the lip on the box and such. So there's the line there you see is the top of where we're going to cut out. And we went out to where we need to and measured. So what you're going to want to do is then drill a hole at your top forward and top aft corners of your box, wherever you want your hole to be, whether you want that to encompass the entire box or just the door. Drill a hole there, and then go outside with a chalk line and make your line there that you need. Then from there you can take a square and measure down, and that'll give you your side measurements.
Here goes nothing. We always got Bondo, right?
Always.
Feels like it's 2 pieces.
I believe it is 2 pieces.
Double thick. Oh yeah, I can see the lip here.
Yeah. That's outside.
Remember, maybe double wall. That's double wall. 4. All right, I gotta switch places with you.
Yep.
So y'all move. I gotta go over there. Perfect. All right, let me go find the chalk line.
Alright, so drilled the holes. You can see right there. Oh, hold up. There we go. Can't see the screen very easily. Right there. You go, of course, on the outside of the hole. However, that one was a little bit off. But that's small enough we can very easily fill it in with Bondo. So, further back, here's the view of it with the chalk line on there. Everything inside that's going to be cut out. And we'll put that box in there.
Don't get in no hurry. Tough.
Okay, so he is through it now. Mostly there's a few stragglers there holding on. Alright, here we are a few days later after putting the box on. The lighting was pretty dark in that previous clip, so here it is during the day. You can see where we cut the edge out there. And you can see where that dent was. Not sure if that came from the factory or if it was damaged in shipping, but it works just fine. It's opening. So it's pretty heavily built. I like the nice guard here. It covers the latching mechanism. And that's pretty much it there. It comes with 4 keys. We'll try to put a link in the description.